Hello, everybody. Now, you may not be aware of this, but I had a Facebook account. And those of you who are aware of this, you might have noticed that it is gone. It is deactivated. You may have also noticed that I have unlisted about over 800 of my videos. I unlisted all my videos. And then I made them public one by one, the ones that I was okay with being on here. So, yeah. And I will make all of them public again one day. But that day is nowhere near soon. Now, I found something out. And I've also discovered that you can talk about pretty much anything you want to talk about, as long as you do it in a sane way, with a sense of sanity. You can talk about pretty much anything. Talk about aliens, you can talk about demons, you talk about really anything if you do it with a sense of sanity. A sense of, being down to earth. Saying, I don't know if that's real, I don't know if that's not real. But I have discovered something in which I cannot prove. So you have to understand that not only is my discovery, possibly not what I think it is, but that I may have discovered nothing. But I think that I've discovered something, and I think it connects to everything else. One of the problems I think we have is that humans think in a very movie-like way, where one thing is connected to, everything's connected to one big thing. But the truth is, the further up you go, the more connected everything is. And the bigger everything is. So you have a bunch of big things that are very connected, and they become equal. So it's not this one big thing. The only thing that is one big thing, and the further up you go, the more you realize this, everything, you, me, this room, that poster, that lamp, it's all one big thing. Now, to bring in a sense of sanity into this, that, as Bill Hicks once said, is all a slow-moving vibration. Some vibrations are denser than others, which makes things appear solid. And we know what that is. We know those are atoms moving slow, being tight together, or being spread apart. We know that that's what that is. When atoms get really close together, we get solid objects. When they pull apart, we get more liquid-like objects. And if they pull apart even more, we get, gas and things like that. So, we need to realize this, and I'll use gas as a metaphor here in a second. You can't see gas usually. It's not that easy to see. It looks pretty much like air. You can tell the difference. But see, you guys can't see any gas coming out of this. You guys can't see that, right? But it's coming out. And it's going somewhere to make a connection. Which, in this case, it's fire, which can be dangerous, right? So, if we don't notice a certain thing happening, it could get to the point where by the time we see the reaction that it has, it's too late. Okay? It's not as easy as taking your thumb off the trigger. Okay? It's not that easy. This could be something much more catastrophic than that. And I'll give you an example of that. How it's not always you that makes things happen. That's a very self-centered way of looking at things. Sometimes you do something, and you don't realize that someone else is making something else happen, and what you did is going to connect with what they're doing. And it's going to come back to hurt you, or help you. So, here's a thing. So, let's say this. So, usually how you light a lighter. This one barely has gas. I'll use this as the example. Usually how you light a lighter is, you just do that. But if you just do this, there's no light. right? You have to, roll the revolver. Now, I'm not triggering this, or am I? Right? Because the closer it gets, you start to realize that there's a connection being made, right? And that's the problem. And hold on a second. So the big question is, what discovery do I think I made? And that is that it has to do with the term evil. Now, evil, I could have paused this. I'm sorry I didn't do that. Apology accepted, I'm assuming. But, because if it's not, we'll get into it, okay? Then we can fight. I'm joking. Unless you pay me to fight. There's no simple way to say it. I think the whole thing is far-fetched because it requires a more evolved thinking pattern that I stumbled upon by accident. Didn't work for this, okay? My curiosity got the best of me too many times, and that's how this happened. But the statement is that evil is an infection, and I truly believe that now. I mean, it just feels like one. I think I'm infected. And when you hang out with certain people, you start to pick up their habits and you start to get infected. And psychologists know this. They don't call it an infection. Because they can't prove that that's what it is. But one day I think science will be able to be compatible with the other side, if that's what you want to call it. Now, I don't know if you believe in ghosts. I don't know if you believe in demons. I don't know if you believe in angels. I don't know if you believe in heaven. I don't know if you believe in hell. I don't even know if you believe in spirits or souls. I don't even know if you believe in God or Jesus. I don't know if you believe in the devil or nirvana or what you believe in. I have no idea. But I really think that if this is real, this is what people have been calling demons. It's these parasites that we can't see, right? We can't see them, but they're fucking there. And I think through bodily research of letting these things come in and out, at least that's what I think I'm doing. Like I say, I have no way of proving this, okay? I'm not trying to look completely insane and say that I know. I don't know. I'm not afraid to admit that I don't know. But there's something going on. Something that we can't see. We can only see it after it's infected a person. And we only see it as them. And I think that's the great trick. But what it does is it provokes very negative emotions. I don't remember what I was just saying. I just know that I was talking about the infection. I had to pause the video for a second and go take care of something. I shouldn't have to explain that, but here's the thing. I wish I had a way to prove this. I honestly do wish I had that. I wish I had the ability to prove what's going on here, but I don't. All I can do is show you this and how maybe this is a real thing. But, yeah. I don't know. But what it does, that's what I was saying. It provokes negative emotions. It seems to provoke hatred and disgust. Lots and lots of hatred and lots of disgust. And lots of lust and arousal. It seems to hype your sex drive very high, to the point where you can't think about anything else. To the point where every goal you have is almost sexual in nature. Where you're hoping for this, and it makes you an extremely desperate person. It heightens desperation. It heightens anger. It makes sadness very comfortable. It pulls you into it. It pulls you left and right into anger, sadness. It makes you very fearful. It comes in waves of paranoia. I think that all this time, what we've been dealing with as the human race is actually some type of infection. An energetic infection. Like how a virus takes over a computer. Humans have programming. Good programming. But I think it gets infected. And I think that it's extremely contagious. And I think that most people on this planet are somewhat infected by it. And I think some people are really infected by it. And I think those are the homeless people that we call schizophrenics. Babble to themselves and are completely incoherent. I think they're just extremely infected. Now, pills helps because it can help with your brain. And your brain, what it does is it just transfers energy. That's what it does. So if you heal the brain, you can heal some of these things. There is hope in that. Now, whether you believe in the other side or not, whether you believe in the spirit world or not, I don't know if you believe in that. I'm just I try to be very open-minded about stuff. I've been told that beings on the other side are also trying to take care of it. So you have people trying to take care of it here, and you have people trying to take care of it there. It's just very unsuccessful. It's hard to help people that don't want help. There's something else I discovered, but I can't really tell you guys because you just can't say certain things anymore without sounding or losing inability. If you say certain things nowadays, you lose. It's always been this way. If you say something, you lose an ability. You lose a part of your future if you say certain things. You lose certain people. You lose a lot of interest. You gain interest from the wrong people. So, let me give you an example. If I said Lucifer is actually just a mental patient in the sky who is destroying the world with his insanity, that would cause a lot of people to never want to talk to me again. And it would cause a lot of really crazy people that I don't want to be associated with to start talking to me. So I can't say things like that. But I said something like that just now. Whether you think I meant it or not is up for interpretation. There's something going on. And it's big. And everything's big. Because the more awareness I have, the moments where I'm most aware is when I'm not aroused, when I'm not sad, when I'm not scared, and when I'm not angry. The whole world starts moving. It turns on, it lightens up, it's very alive. And I can feel that. And there's something special about being alive in that moment. So sadness and anger and fear and lust, they really take away your awareness. They steal your awareness. And that is a hell on earth. And it makes you feel exhausted. And it makes you depressed. And it makes you not value human life. It makes you blind. It weakens your compassion. It weakens your sympathy. It weakens your empathy. You don't care about anyone or anything. That's what those things do. And most people are infected. So it's a big problem. And it's getting worse. And it doesn't matter if we have 8 billion people on Earth or 10 billion people on Earth. This thing spreads fast enough where it'll catch up in no time. It doesn't matter. Whether it's one thing or a bunch of little things that people call demons, I don't know. But I think that this is a real thing. I just think that. It's just a theory. This is all just theories. Anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'll be back in a flash. Thank you for watching my video.